Hey everyone, and welcome back for another awesome yoga business bootcamp episode. Today we've got a really great topic. We're going to be covering how to find your niche. And so some people say niche, some people say niche. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to say niche for this section. But first of all, what is that? What does that even mean? Have you heard that a bunch of times, but you're not really clear on what it is? So let's talk about that. Basically, it's finding your target market, which we talked a little bit about in the branding section of Yoga Business Bootcamp. And if you're not in the full course, go back and get that section. We really break down who that is. So once you've found your target market, so just to quickly review target markets, you really want to think about who that person is that you're targeting. You want to think about where they're located, what their age is, what they do for work, where you can find them, what kind of things they like, and you want to think about what offerings you really want to provide them. And one of the reasons that we talk about niches so much in yoga is because the market is really saturated. So just going out and teaching generic vinyasa flow classes isn't really going to make you a sustainable full-time yoga teacher. You really have to specialize in something. And the other thing with this is that it's really fun to offer a specialty. It's really cool to have something that you become kind of an expert in that you're no longer going to people for, they're coming to you for. So a couple different examples of really great niches within the yoga industry. Something like specializing in the business side of yoga, like I do, offering private classes and really making that your thing. So you only teach a couple of classes where you really push your privates. You really talk about, what you offer there and what people can get out of that. Another thing that you could offer would be prenatal yoga, mom and baby yoga, seniors yoga, yoga for kids, sup yoga, chair yoga, any type of yoga that's a little bit different. So anatomy type yoga, or maybe more movement based yoga, like taking in some of the people's concepts who are bigger in like the movement industry and working that into yoga. So those are a couple different options of things you could specialize in. And if you're sitting there being like, oh God, I'm not trained in any of those things, I don't know anything about them, that's okay. Hit the brakes. You're fine. This is one of those things where we really need to find it authentically. You can't, force a niche on yourself. If you don't like working with kids, don't force kids yoga on yourself. If you don't like working with older people, don't force that on yourself. I really want you to start by thinking about the different things that you enjoy doing and the different markets that you want to reach and what your big goals and aspirations as a yoga teacher are. I think that we all get into this industry for, the same reason, but also different reasons. We all want to help people, but we want to help people in different ways. So thinking about how you really want to reach people and who those people are. And from there, once you've got a couple of ideas, I want you to go out and just start teaching that. I want you to, find those trainings if necessary and get certified and go and offer them. So find opportunities to teach kids, even if it's, the next time you're babysitting, you're just doing some, creating rainbows with your arms as you go up and down, or going to your local senior center and just seeing if you can offer a couple classes a couple times a week or once a week, and just start finding out if that's really what you want. Because, like I've said in other videos, you need to say yes to discover your no. And it's going to take time to find all those no's to really hone in on your niche. So the first step is thinking of a couple different ideas, things you might be interested in, finding opportunities to teach those, getting the trainings if necessary, and then just diving in and not feeling guilty if it's not what you want. Know that you can always, come back to the drawing board and start with something else or try something else. The industry has so many different options within it. And I really want you to find what you do really well. So that's another aspect of finding your niche. Brainstorm things that you do uniquely. And if you are a brand new yoga teacher, you might not know yet, that's okay. Just start diving in, trying things, teaching, discovering what you really like and what makes you stand out. Maybe it's the music in class. Maybe it's the essential oils you use. Maybe it's the hands-on assists you do. And transitioning that into something that's going to make you really sustainable as a full-time yoga teacher. So as you go into brainstorming what your niche is going to be and really discovering your authentic abilities, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me at info@mbmyoga.com. And as always, thanks so much for tuning in.